Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news, folks. If you've been following the NFL landscape closely, you've probably heard the rumors swirling around one of the biggest names on the defensive line in recent years, Myles Garrett. The Cleveland Browns' star edge rusher, a perennial All-Pro and one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league, might be on the move, and the Bills are apparently in the mix. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a blockbuster, and honestly, it is. Garrett is a game changer, and if this trade goes down, it could shake up the entire AFC East and have ripple effects that last for seasons. Let's dig into what's been reported, what it could mean, and why Bills fans should be paying close attention. First off, the rumors come from some reputable sources, including ESPN's Adam Schefter, who's known for breaking some of the biggest NFL stories. According to these reports, the Cleveland Browns, sitting at a 2-7 record with a points allowed average of 23, 4 per game, are potentially looking to move Garrett. The thinking behind this move is pretty straightforward. Cleveland is in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially after some disappointing seasons, and they're trying to free up cap space, around $15 million, and focus on developing their quarterback position. The Browns have leaked that they're prioritizing that, and Garrett, despite his incredible talent, might be the piece they're willing to trade now. The suggested return? A first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's a hefty price, no doubt, but considering Garrett's production, an elite, consistent pass rusher, the value is there. He's not just a guy who gets sacks, he's a disruptive force, able to collapse the pocket, force turnovers, and apply pressure that affects the entire offense. His 2025 stats are nothing short of jaw-dropping. 24 solo tackles, 10 assists, 34 combined stops, and 11 zero sacks. He's also accumulated 77 yards on sacks, forced a fumble, and scored a 93. 2 PFF grade, top among all edge defenders. No doubt Garrett is an elite player, and that's exactly what the Bills need to bolster their pass rush. Now the Bills, sitting at a 6-3 record this season and currently battling a vulnerable pass rush, are seen as a prime landing spot. Their current edge rushers, Hoke and Mathis, are out for the season or dealing with injuries, making the need for a player like Garrett more urgent. Buffalo's defense has been good, but the pass rush has struggled against top-tier offenses, and adding someone of Garrett's caliber could be a game-changer. Imagine pairing Garrett with Von Miller, who's been a proven difference-maker when healthy. The duo could combine for over 22 sacks, increase pressure by about 25%, and significantly reduce the points allowed per game, dropping it from around 21.6 to closer to 17. This would be a seismic shift. The impact on the Bills' defense would be immediate and profound. Beyond just sacks, Garrett's presence would force more turnovers. Currently, the Bills are plus 12 in takeaways this season and create more pressure on opposing quarterbacks. His ability to generate pressure on around 25% of passing plays, along with his EPA, expected points added, per sack of -2.7 makes him one of the most efficient pass rushers in the league. When you add him to the defense, it's not just about sacks, but about creating chaos, disrupting rhythm, and ultimately giving the Bills' offense more opportunities to score. Speaking of the offense, Buffalo's attack has been solid, but not quite at the elite level we saw in previous seasons. However, the addition of Garrett could also help the Bills control the game better, extend drives, and keep the defense off the field longer. The Bills have been averaging around 2 points per game, with Josh Allen playing at a high level. Adding Garrett's pass rush prowess could open up more opportunities for big plays, especially in the red zone. Their red zone efficiency has been good, but with Garrett drawing double teams and forcing offenses to adjust, the entire team's performance could elevate. Now, from a strategic standpoint, the Bills' front office would be wise to consider this move carefully. Moving a future first-round pick is always a gamble, especially in a league where draft capital is king. But when you're talking about a player like Garrett, someone who can change the course of a season, sometimes you have to go all in. Plus, the Bills already have a decent cap situation with approximately $3 million in space after some adjustments. so they might be able to make the numbers work. Acquiring Garrett would send a clear message to the AFC. Buffalo isn't just competing, they're all in on making another Super Bowl run. It's also worth noting that the Browns' rebuild might be more aggressive than it appears. While they are capping Garrett at a $15 million cap hit this year, they are also prioritizing freeing up cash to rebuild around their young quarterback and other key pieces. The trade would be a clear signal that Cleveland is shifting gears, and they're willing to part with a cornerstone player for the right price. For the Bills, this could be an opportunity to acquire one of the league's most disruptive defenders at a time when they need it most. Looking at the bigger picture, the addition of Garrett would not only elevate the Bills' defense, but also set a tone for the rest of the league. It would send a message that Buffalo is willing to make bold moves and isn't afraid to spend draft capital to chase another Super Bowl. The AFC is stacked, but with Garrett paired with Von Miller and the rest of the defense, the Bills could become even more formidable. Their pass rush would rival any in the league, and that kind of pressure is exactly what you need to beat the top teams in the postseason. Of course, there are skeptics. Some analysts point out that Cleveland might be hesitant to trade Garrett for just a first-round pick, and that the Browns could hold on to him for the remainder of the season and try to turn things around. Others argue that the Bills' cap situation and roster needs could complicate the move. Still, the rumors persist, and the league's rumor mill is buzzing. If Buffalo truly wants to push their Super Bowl odds higher, making a splash with Garrett could be the move that defines their season. In terms of what this means for the Bills' current roster, it's a clear indication that they're serious about contending this year. They have a talented offense, led by Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and some emerging playmakers, but their pass rush has been a weak spot at times. Acquiring Garrett would shore up that weakness and make their defense one of the fiercest in the AFC. It's a gamble, but one that could pay off handsomely if it comes to fruition. Now, as we all know, NFL trades of this magnitude often involve a lot of moving parts, draft picks, salary cap considerations, and negotiations. But if there's one thing Bills fans know, it's that this team has a history of making bold decisions when it counts. From the signing of Von Miller to the strategic moves last season, the Bills' front office has shown they're willing to go all out for the ultimate prize. And adding Garrett would be the kind of statement move that not only boosts their Super Bowl chances, but also energizes the entire fan base. In conclusion, keep your eyes peeled, Bills Mafia. The possibility of Myles Garrett donning the Bills' jersey isn't just a rumor. It's a real possibility that could reshape the AFC landscape. Whether it happens or not, it's a reminder that the NFL is always in flux, and the Bills are right there in the thick of the action, ready to pounce on opportunities that could define their season. This is the kind of move that could elevate Buffalo from a good team to a true contender, and I, for one, am fired up just thinking about the impact Garrett could bring. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Bills should make a move for Myles Garrett? Would he be the perfect addition to push us over the top? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's keep the passion alive, Bills Mafia.